Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Give me a sec. Okay. We used to mess with him so much about things he couldn't do. Robert Horry shares how the Lakers knew Kobe Bryant would be great. Only the greatest ones have the drive to be in the gym next morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., trying to prove their teammates wrong. Kobe Bryant's infamous, well-documented story about airballing 2 straight perimeter shots revealed that he wasn't an efficient shooter at all at a young age. The world may have witnessed how Bryant developed his craft, but only his teammates and the people around him can attest to how he approached his flaws in the most specific detail. Robert Horry saw it up close. When Bryant was in the early stage of his career with the Los Angeles Lakers, he was a bench player for a reason. His game was barely complete as his unreliable jump shot and inexperience were what prevented him from seeing early minutes. According to Kobe's former teammate Robert Horry, even his teammates made fun of young Bryant for not being able to shoot at a high level. I'm going to tell a little funny story. You remember the game, the string game we used to play, right? And then Kobe couldn't shoot threes back then, so he would always get beat, and we'd get to practice, and he'd be like, yo, guys, can we play? Horry nostalgically shared with Byron Scott on the Byron Scott podcast. And we'd be like, nah, we ain't playing today. And he would get mad because he wanted revenge. Then we played. Then we would wait 2 or 3 days. Then we played and he gets beat again. Then he go right back in the lab trying to get better. And like it was just one of those things. We used to mess with him so much about things he couldn't do. And that dude would be in the gym next morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., trying to prove us wrong. And that's what made him great. That's what made him great, man. Horry added. How Bryant's shooting improved. As expected, Bryant's perimeter game significantly improved over time, and it's not a shocker to know that it was a result of 5 a.m. workouts. According to the ever-reliable basketball reference, Kobe's jumper ascended in the 2022 to 2003 regular season when his three-point shooting skyrocketed to 38% on 3.3 attempts per game. The 5-time champion always credits his mentors Michael Jordan and Jerry West, Kobe admitted he copied most of his moves from them. Aside from hard work, one way Kobe developed his jumper was to focus on the little details like footwork and taking a mental note of how to attack the different defensive coverages he often saw. This is also what he worked tirelessly on during the summer. Instead of relying too much on attacking the rim, one of the earliest developments in Bryant's game was forming a complete jumper, which turned him into one of the most complete and greatest basketball players of all time. So that was a little story, about, that's how it was and everything. Kobe came in the league arrogant. Very arrogant, very braggadocious, very, I'm on top of the world. That type of attitude. So, I'm going to let you hear this from the Ghetto Boys Reloaded. Fair USAC. This is Allen Iverson explaining, Hold on. I'm going to turn that down so I don't get a copyright.
Question yourself after
Fair USAC.
Practice. Did you ever question yourself and be like, well...
No, because you can't be a bad motherfucker like that if you don't practice.
Right.
Like...
Well, the statement itself made people think that you
I ain't care about practice. Yeah,
like you had bad practice habits.
But okay.
Did you have bad? Let's clear that up. Did you have bad practice habits? Was you like real?
I can't wait to answer this.
Was you serious about your practice, or were you?
I ain't give a fuck about drills.
Okay.
But if you play 5-on-5, then I'm ready. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't care too much for this way. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
already knew that.
throw the ball up and let's go. Like, that was my thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
So you didn't have a pattern of skipping practice. You went to practice, but you just didn't like certain things.
I had a pattern of skipping.
Yeah.
So they were doing drills that day.
No, sometimes I was out too late, and when
goddamn.
I come in there, I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm a human.
You a hawk, man.
I'm just telling you what you want.
And this is why I love Iverson. Iverson doesn't hold his tongue for no man. This is why he is one of the greatest basketball players to ever touch the court. Some people got him as their GOAT, and rightfully so.
Lie to you, make it sound fly to you.
Lie to you, make it sound fly. I like that.
I ain't doing that. I was not Kobe. Kobe was something else. He was the guy, like I said, when we're in the club, that motherfucker's in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what separated him from a whole lot of dudes, even myself.
Do you ever think to yourself though, like, okay, I'm top whatever. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm great. But what if I had practice more? You ever think like that?
Yeah.
No, really?
What if I would have left weights?
Yeah.
What if I would have, you know what I mean? What if I would have dedicated my...
So that's going to be another story for another day. I talk about Iverson. We're going to give Iverson his flowers too on this channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, Allen Iverson. So hold on. Fair use, Sack.
Talk about it. LeBron is great, first of all. When they talk about comparing him to Mike, I don't understand how they don't have the debate when it comes to Kobe. Like, I don't get it. I mean, what you forgot or something? What they forgot?
That's what I'm saying. Talk to me, please.
I really think they forgot. Like, I really think they forgot. The mama, man. The certified serial.
And see, people forget about Kobe. Like Robert Horry had to explain to people that Kobe was a leader on those teams as well. That's why you guys get the misconception about things. Did Kobe Bryant teammates hate him? Absolutely. They hated him. But you know what Kobe did? He didn't care. Kobe wanted respect. Listen, I'm the same way. You may not like me. You may hate me. You may think the takes that I make about my opinion on things. But at the end of the day, you're going to respect me. That's all I want is respect. I don't care if anybody don't like me. I don't care if anybody who subscribed to me or later don't like me. But yo, you got to show me that respect. And that's what Kobe did. Robert Horry every day, him, Byron Scott, and them would tease him and that. That made Kobe better. You got to understand, Kobe was a kid. I think people forget we were kids at one time. And I think a lot of times people love to destroy his character, destroy how great he was. Now, off the court, he made a lot of mistakes. The Colorado thing, which was an allegation, never convicted. Talking about Shaq, you know what I'm saying, putting Shaq in the same position, you know, that he was in. Yes, it was foul at the time. He's made mistakes. But at the end of the day, he's apologized to Shaq. He's done that. He apologized to Allen Iverson, even though the comments he said weren't bad, but he shouldn't have said them to begin with about Allen Iverson because he don't know what was going on over there. But Kobe was naive and young. Now, people will be like, oh, you're giving him an excuse. No, it's the truth. You were young. Everybody got to stop thinking just because you were born in the hood or you were in a gang growing up, you grew up differently. Like me at 11, I wasn't the same as a Chance when he was 11 or a Detroit T when he was 11. We were two different people. I might have handled the situation different. I might have handled the situation bad. They probably would have handled the situation better than me. You know why? Because we're all different. But as I got older, I know my mistakes. I own up to my mistakes. You know, the best thing that happened to me was when my sister kicked me out the house. And I used to be mad, but as I got older, I told her thank you for that. Because I needed to, because I was tripping. I was a spoiled little rotten brat. You know, sometimes people don't understand tough love makes you stronger. I don't have a problem admitting my mistakes. But when I'm not wrong, I'm going to go in on it. And I will talk my it and I will go back and forth with you. But we have to understand that Kobe made mistakes off the court. Off the court, I don't care. I don't idolize Kobe. My idols is Pastor Harry Leonard Dawkins, Clattis Dawkins, and Dr. Davita Maynard. Those are my role models. Not a goddamn basketball player, because a basketball player is an entertainer just like I am. Just like I am. The only difference is they have money and they're in the spotlight more than I am. So people have to stop with all this hate on Kobe because of what he did off the court. Off the court, he did some bad things. But he did a lot of good things as well. He helped with the community. He helped with the homeless. He's done other things. He opened up his sports academy to teach young kids, all ages from anywhere, to play basketball because that was his love. He won an Oscar for writing Dear Basketball. That basically was his 6th championship. So all I ask is to show the Mamba some love. You don't have to like him or love him. Just give him some respect. Just give him respect. He made his mistakes. It is what it is. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you can go to my description box. Hit that link to my Cash App. Okay? Hit that link to my Cash App. And you basically can donate whatever you desire, whatever you feel that day, whatever you give, even if it's $1. If it's $1, if everybody gives $1 a day, that equals to something. All that money you give me, I put that into the equipment, put that into things to make our broadcast better. Because one of these days I want to upgrade the StreamYard so we could get more than just 10 people in there. You know, but hey, you guys gotta help me. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know. I'ma still find a way to do it on my own, but we all fam. $1 a day doesn't hurt. You got $1, throw it in. I'll take 50 cents. You know, do what you gotta do. So, thank you guys, man, for listening. Like I said, super chat when we have a premiere or a live video. And if you guys aren't able to do that when the video's over, you guys can always, do a super thanks. Super thanks is like a super chat, but it's after the video has come to its finish. So thank you guys, man, for your love and blessings. We out. Deezy.